So question 10 of 2023 Math DSC paper 1. So let's read the question first. So we have A and B are two distinct points in the rectangular coordinate plane. So the P is the moving point. So when you have the moving point, you can think about this is the question talking about locus. And then we have such that P is the equidistance from A and B. So that which means we have this is point A, this is point B. Then if P should be equidistance, then P can only be in the midpoint and it's along the straight line. So we can say this is our locus of P, so that's the torque. So we can say the torque is actually the perpendicular bisector of AB. So for part A, we can say the torque is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So for part B, we're now giving that the coordinates of A is 2, -4, and the equation of the torque is 3x plus y minus 12 equals 0. So now we're going to find out what's the equation here. So now we have the equation of the torque, which is 3x plus y minus 12. And we have the coordinates of A, which is 2, -4. Then how can we find out this equation of AB? So you need to think about, if we want to find a straight line equation, for a straight line equation, what we need to have? We must to have the slope of the equation of the straight line and together with a point. Then we can group them together, we can using the y equal to mx plus c to find out the equation of the straight line. But do we now have the slope of this AB? We don't. But we can have by using the equation of this torque and then to find the slope of the AB by using the product of the slope of AB times the slope of torque is going to be equal to -1 because they're perpendicular. So now we can say, so from the torque, we have 3x plus y minus 12 equal to 0, and make y be the subject, then we can have -3x plus 12, so that we can have the slope of the torque is equal to -3. So we can say, because we can say the slope of AB times the slope of torque is equal to -1 because they are perpendicular, then we can say the slope of AB is going to be equal to the negative reciprocal of -3, giving you 1/3. So now we can say, we can substitute A to -4 into the equation of AB, which is y equal to mx plus c. So the n is going to be 1/3x plus the c, which is still the unknown. We substitute the 2, 4, which means that we replace the x by -4, and we replace the -4 to the y, and replace the x by 2. So we can have -4 is equal to 1/3 times 2 plus c. And use the calculator, we can have the c is equal to -4 minus 2 divided by 3, giving you -14/3. So we can say the equation of AB is equal to 1/3x minus 14/3. But remember to write the y equal to. Okay? So y is equal to 1/3x minus 14/3. That's for part A. That's for part B1. And after that, we have to find out the equation of the circle with AB is our diameter. So we try to draw the diagram again. So this is our point A, which is 2, -4, and we have another point B, but we don't know what is the coordinates of B yet. Okay, and we have the perpendicular bisector, which is the torque, and the equation is 3x plus y minus 12 equal to 0. And we also have the equation of AB. The AB's equation is going to be y equal to 1/3x minus 14/3. Let me double check. Yes, so that's 1/3x minus 14/3. So now we're going to find out what is the equation of the circle, which treats the AB as the diameter. So what we're going to find out, what's the equation of this circle. So for the circle, we have two types of the equations to remember, isn't it? So the equation of circle, which is the first one is x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f equal to 0. To using this general form, we must have 3 points passing through by the circle and substitute in to find out what's the value of d, e, f. But in this question, we only have point A. We don't know what is point B, so we can't use these formats. And the second format we're going to think about is the center radius form, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal to r squared. So in this format, we need to have the hk is the center and r is the radius. So let's think about, do we have the center? So the center is actually haven't found yet, but we have the equation of AB together with the equation of the torque. So the center is actually the intersection point of the torque and AB, isn't it? So we can solve these two equations, simultaneous equations in two unknown, and then find out the coordinates of the center. As we have the center here, then we can using the distance formula to find out the radius between A and C. Okay, so let's try to find out what is the center coordinates first. So as we have, the y is equal to 1 over 3x minus 14 over 3 times the 3 to the left hand side, we have 3y equal to x minus 14. So that we have x minus 3y equal to 14. That's the first equation that we have. And then for the second equation we have is this. So we have 3x plus y minus 12 equal to 0. Then we can write it as 3x plus y equal to 12. This is the second equation. Then we can use our program 01 to solve the simultaneous equation in two unknown. So 1, negative 3, 14, 3, 1, and 12. So get the x is equal to 5. And then we have the y is equal to negative 3. So we can say the center is 5, negative 3. So the radius is just the distance between the center and the coordinate A. Then we can say this is 5 minus 2 squared, and then we plus minus 3 minus 4 squared, and take the square roots. And that's giving you square roots of 10. So that we can say it's going to be x minus 5 squared plus y minus 3 giving you y plus 3 squared equal to square root 10 squared. You don't need to expand the bracket, then we can just leave it as x minus 5 squared plus y plus 3 squared equal to 10, because the square of the square roots can be just cancelled out. That's the equation of the circle.